everyone, welcome PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of this era. So, last time we had 3 episodes last week, and it's been pretty cool episodes, so I wonder how the story will go, how this is going to continue. We trusted Rysauka in info that she's going to give us. Actually, yeah, she gave us info about Rhea because that's what Ren ultimately decided to get. And yeah, we're going to have probably somehow peaceful conversation on the top of the tower this time, because we do not want to fight there, and Sakurai also is being checked by Rhea basically. So yeah, let's just continue and let's see. Oh, actually, first explanation about Rhea. Right, we didn't have this. Why I assumed we had, I guess like, I just thought about, yeah, that's what we asked for and we already get this info, but yeah, okay. She's on the Gun Marvel Sales Motion Gold. Center, yeah, we did this. I completely forgot myself and for everything else in that moment. I could feel my very thoughts melt into anger, wailing my eyes like a black cloud. Letting my guard down in front of the enemy was no doubt a mortal blunder, but remaining calm here would have been like denying who I was. After all, did I knew that city is Rachnerber? Did they stated that actually? I mean, it makes sense, I guess, right? Did they stated that before? Did I forgot? I mean, I know it's connected to her. I didn't thought about this as her Achnerber exactly. But, okay. I didn't want to possess a mind that could remain calm listening to this. I, Ren Fuji, was the kind of man and protecting my own personality and empathy for my fellow human beings was a part of my struggle. So, I had to pummel the ridiculous notions to dust. I would not acknowledge such a rotten miracle. I would do everything in my power to thwart the ridiculous plan. If Himuro had no other allies, then I'd had to stand steadfast by her side. Yeah, because he thought before that she's allied with them, but since they are not her allies, then that means she's basically all alone in this whole situation. She's like in the crossfire. I swore it from the bottom of my heart. I mean, she had committed no sin, nothing to warrant that kind of fate. And yet her destiny was to be a sacrificial lamb. No one in the world would wish for that kind of life. She might have been somewhat eccentric, but definitely not suicidal. The Rhea Himura I knew was the regular girl that laughed at jokes, got angry at little things, and would grow sad like any human being. Yeah, pretty much the sullen kind. Her sole crime was having been born to the wrong people. Okay. So you're still going to give us... So you're still going to give us the info about your powers, okay. And... yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll try. Rysauka placed her hand on my forehead. I'm trying to imagine this scene and I cannot. I don't know, like, how? I cannot imagine this, I don't know. Like what? She's like standing in front of him and just like put hand on his forehead? Or what? Then I lost consciousness there. Just like the first time I met the witch. Oh! Okay. Shameful, pathetic. I buried myself, completely defenseless, in front of the enemy for a second time, letting her once again invade my mind. Oh. Okay. It wouldn't be strange if I never woke up. That was how much of the half-weird imbecile action it was. At the same time, though, I no longer had it in me to care about my anger or shame. Only the final words uttered by Rusałka kept reverberating in my mind without end. A complicated birth indeed. I couldn't help but sympathize with Rahimuro. Our only sin was having being born to the wrong people. Why did our birth alone doom us to such a cruel fate? All these thoughts made the memories I had taken so much care to hide from the ordinary life resurface in my mind with a renewed freshness. The past I, unable to forget, sealed into the mental coffin. Oh, Rusałka is going to learn how we killed the Kasumi father, right? The inexplicable and surreal truth of my conception. Oh, or that. Or he just, for some magical reason, remembers that he's just like Mercurius, like, stuff. Okay. I never had parents. I was told they had passed away when I was still a baby. Indeed, I was merely told this. I was given no proof to the fact. I only assumed it's true because that was what common sense dictated. I might have tried to avert my eyes from the truth. Wait. I might have, tried to avert my eyes from the truth, but to verify the authenticity of the information, one could not ignore the credibility and the circumstances of its source. After all, nobody would trust the existence of criminals and compulsive liars. Your name is Ren Fuji. You're the same age as my daughter. Your parents, my two dearest friends, passed away in the accident long before you could possibly remember. Okay, this brings me a question. Like, I'm really curious right now, you know? If you think about this, if Ren is like created by Mercurius and stuff, right? He's like separate soul from Machina. Was Ren actually born like Mercurius like made him born from the soul that he took from Machina, and he actually had human parents, you know, and then they very convenient way passed away, so he don't have human parents. But yeah, like, who is like Kasumi's father, if you think about this? Because he either had like real parents that he knew, or this guy knows something beyond, you know, like knows about Mercurius. Or maybe this guy was like some offspring of Mercurius or something, who the hell knows? Didn't that struck you like weirdly? Let me know in the comments. I don't know, I feel weird about this. Like, why you would say that your parents were my dearest friends if you have nothing to do with Mercurius and like all this like whole thing? That's weird to me. So I took it upon myself to raise you. From now on, you should think of me as your father, and my spouse as your mother, and my daughter here, Kasumi, will be your sister. This will be your home, and we will be your family. So come over here, and let's all get along. Okay? I could remember those words as if I heard them yesterday. I could also recall his affectionate smile and friendly eyes. If they actually sold a mask of that kind, it would be the most lucrative article embodying the very concept of loving father. And I ended up falling for it, even wishing it to be true. Now that I thought about it, I actually had been exposed to the exact same kind of smile and eyes over the past few days. Kasumi called him nice, said that he reminded her of father, and indeed, those two were most certainly pets of the father. Yep, Trifa. That kindly smile was in truth the smirk of the swindler. I should have been familiar with the nature of the men that wore such faces. How could I miss it? Why did I not realize it? Ignoring the fact that my awareness of their true colors would have most likely changed nothing in the grand scheme of things. I tortured myself over the fact. Yeah, pretty much. If you wouldn't even realize before, you couldn't do anything, to be honest. I could only imagine how much each and every one of my thoughtless comments must have hurt her. The mere thought of it made me want to smoother myself. In other words, to put it simply, Ren Fuji was under an obligation to save Rahimuro no matter what. I had to break this ridiculous curse, if only to retain my sane mind. It was outrageous to be tortured merely for being born in the wrong place. At the time and the wrong time, I could not allow something like that exists. I could not allow those bastards to use her as sacrificial plaything. I suddenly realized I was awake. Okay. That was a weird cutscene. Oh, he's in the Mari ward, okay. The very first thing that caught my eye was the canopy of the boundless orange, a skyscape tainted in the color of twilight. It had not been noon when I spoke to Rusauka. I must have been out for quite a while. Oh my god, Ren, are you serious? I've been lying in the observatory bench as an orange panorama of the city in drone extended before my eyes. Never mind, this is actually reality. Okay, my bad. So we never went up, we just like passed out because Rusauka invited our mind? Are you serious? What was our meeting? It seems like I was still alive at least. Apparently Rusauka was not lying when she claimed to mean me no harm. It didn't feel like there was anything wrong with my body either. In any case, I could probably forget about Rusauka for now. It slightly bothered me that Mari was nowhere in sight, but through the link we shared, I could sense she was alright. As my thoughts slowly returned to normal, I suddenly realized another problematic aspect of my current situation. I also wonder, I didn't thought about this, can Mari like, you know, just disappears, like, can she like, you know, like transfer to his hand by like range, you know? Does she have to like hold his hand or something and to become one with him? Or can she just like, you know, disappear like in the other like, you know, corner of the city and like her like particles would just like travel to Ren and will just like power him up? Like, does that work that way or not? I know, technical issues. I wonder if did this happen and what was I supposed to... Oh! Oh, we have Rhea actually sleeping on the lap. That's so cute. Aww. Wow, okay. Himura seems to be deep in sleep, using my knees as a makeshift pillow. I had absolutely no idea how we ended up in this position, and I had no option but to freeze at the sight. I felt hesitant to disturb her sleep, but above all else, the abruptness of the situation left me unable to think for a moment. At this point it didn't matter how I managed to climb the tower in this unconscious state. Wait, so you actually been there? What did you talk about? Did he? I don't think he went there. Unless Rusauka was manipulating him and like it was actually Rusauka speaking. God damn it. Can she manipulate people like that? So they can like move like puppets? Probably. Judging by the evidence, it seems like I was in the complete defenseless state with her for hours. What went through her head during all that time? What did she feel? And what did she do? Well, maybe something that she wanted to do in the cell? Who knows? She spent all this time thinking about her future as she watched the panorama of the town outside the window. Just a few days ago, she was merely another student going to the same school as me, a year older, but a good friend. Yet now she looks as if she was someone else entirely. This swastika, the entire city of Suahara, was Himura her bear. If what Rusauka told me was true, the entire scenery outside that window was both a part of her being as well as her coffin. This is so fucked up. I could not imagine what she must have felt overlooking it from this place. It was the fate of all men to one day die, but every few of us had been given the exact time, limit and the details of our demise. Yeah, and she knows. Kinda. Like, not exactly, but yeah. Were her feelings akin to that of the thermal cancer patient? No, that was likely not the case. Even those with cancer had the period in their lives where they lived free of worry like any other human being. Yet Himuro had been cursed by a time limit from her very conception. Furthermore, her fate had been fashioned so not by divine intervention, but human hands. A dozen cowards condemned her to death so they could escape it themselves. Very true. Wow. But also, we know that it doesn't work that way, right? Like, yeah, LDO members doesn't matter to Reinhardt at all. Sure, they can be immortal and eternal, but only as the Einherjars and being basically inside Reinhardt Castle. I began trembling in anger as I arrived at the thought. The voice that escaped my quivering throat was so dry that for the moment I wondered if it really belonged to me. It was perfectly normal to be afraid of death. I myself would have preferred to stay as far from it as possible. I knew I might have to die one day, but it wasn't like I didn't care when or how it happened. Meanwhile, the wanted immortality, perfection? A sick joke, if I'd ever heard one. That was hardly enough reason to. Why did a girl like her have to give up her life for the sake of some lunatics? I'm with Ren on this one. Hell yeah. Now you need some upgrades to actually win this. I don't know what kind of upgrades you may get actually, though, because we obviously won't get Mari upgrade, so you won't be able to achieve Atzirach, so like the 4th degree, so you won't be able to emanate, and you won't be able to take down Reinhardt. And Mercurius will not. I mean, yeah, Mercurius don't like an outcome unless you are with Mari, so I'm really curious how this road will end. I literally have no idea what to expect out of this. I don't think Ren will be able to stop time like he used to in the previous road, because that was like, Mari was catalyst for this, and now it's not the case. So what the hell might happen? Huh. I don't see for now ways of winning in this scenario.
Nah, senpai sa.
Yeah, sorry. I couldn't help addressing her. I didn't mind if it fell on deaf ears, nor did I expect the answer. Still, there was this one issue I needed to bring up no matter what. Aww. Awesome. A vague question that hasn't been a hella complex to answer, but was the perfect crystallization of what I felt right now. Complex to answer for anyone but Area is very simple-minded. I mean, I'm not... yeah, simple-minded. I mean, like, she's intelligent and everything, but she also gives just the simplest answers. She's a very composed person. So? Ah. That was awesome. She called you Kohai. Look at these eyes. Wow. Okay, I like the CG. Her words hit me with even more force than if I had asked for them under more direct circumstances.
ということにしたいけど、
Uh-huh.
恥ずかしいからあんまり顔見たくない。
Ah, okay.
なので藤井くん、できれば行間読んでほしいと
Yeah,
私は思うの。
just know that I love you. I couldn't help making a feeble smile at how much it sounded like her usual everyday self. Yep. That girl had more guts than 10 average men combined.
それが恥ずかしいって態度ですか。
そうだよ。布団があったらかぶりたい。
Okay. Meanwhile, she rubbed her head against my lap, like the oversized cat.
こっち向きましょうよ。
いや、
いつ目が覚めたんです。
最初から寝てない。
Okay. Her voice was calm and collected, like it had always been. In a way, you could even call it aloof, but there was a certain quality in it that made it not seem cold in the slightest. I wonder how she would explain her peculiar position if she was indeed never asleep. I mean, yeah, I was just lying here. Okay, I need to stop. Okay, stop. Don't think. Read. I clearly seeing through my puzzlement right away. She graced me with her soothing, cool tone once again.
藤井くんが目を覚ましそうな感じだったから、なんていうか私、恥ずかしくて
Okay.
緊急避難。
別に見て照れるような顔じゃないと思いますけど。
タイミングが悪いの。
Okay. I could feel the heat of a sigh on my lap.
とにかく私はそんなこんなで君の顔を見るのが恥ずい。だからこのまま話しましょう。
Okay.
そりゃまあ、俺は構いませんけど。
That's almost. That's. I mean, yeah, like she's embarrassed, I guess, but this is like this feeling like almost weird. Like what? You're overreacting, Rhea, actually. Still, I wonder if she found the position comfortable herself. I couldn't imagine my knees making a particularly good pillow.
ゴツゴツしません？
するけど、それがいい。
Also, like something else that's hard right now, probably. I had to, I'm sorry.
君が男の子なんだってわかる。
She's definitely talking about his dick.
まあこの気持ちは藤井くんがバラに目覚めたら理解できるよ。
Okay.
したくないですけどね。
されても困るし。
Does this scene have like actual age scene in like other versions of the game? Like I can actually believe like something would happen just before she just like slept on his knees. I swear like something could like there could be just some like random throwaway scene in this situation. I swear. Or this is just me. I mean, Drea is like way too suspicious. Like behaving way too suspicious. Maybe it's just like her generally being embarrassed, but I feel like it's way too much. I feel like we're missing something. We could keep chatting like this forever, but right now I'd rather...
よかったですよ。
I gave me a nod.
あれが最後じゃ、お互い罰が悪いですからね。
まあそうだね。私はそうするつもりだったけど。
Yeah. Despite her comment, I could clearly hear her smile in her voice. Hear a smile in her voice. I glanced down at my lap one more time, her face completely hidden from my sight with her silver locks, and reaffirmed that this was what I wanted. I expressed everything the matter with my first line. I had no interest in anything else besides that she thought of me as a person. It no longer matters how much truth there was in Rusalka words and how much Humuro had known about it. All I knew is that she was a student on the same school as me, 1 year my senior, and a great friend. Although our relationship might have advanced a step beyond that these past few days.
私は藤井くんの
Hell yeah, finally!
好きだよ。
Love it. Good job, Rhea. I'm proud of you.
俺も好きですよ。
Good job, Bren. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of both of you. You are freaking amazing. Well done.
どういう好きかは
Wow, she's good. She's really going to dig into this.
まあ、想像に任せる。
And it was enough for us to resolve to fight for each one. Resolve to fight for each other. I wasn't attempting to flee or avert my eyes from reality. That was entirely an issue of my own. I swore never to give up and do everything in my power to save her, regardless of the circumstances. All that truly mattered were my feelings and resolve. Yeah, the problem is, resolve is not all that matters against Reinhardt and Mercurius, so... Also against Schreiber. Like, you have so many opponents you cannot deal with, Ren. I cannot possibly imagine him winning against any of the commanders if he's not with Mari. I literally cannot see this. What do I have to do to save her? What do I have to do to liberate her? I knew the answer all too well, and that was why I wished to savor the prolong the ephemeral moment for as long as I could. Also, in this road, Ren doesn't have help, I guess, of Shiro that have Ellie as the weapon. That's another thing. Shiro isn't special like he's been before. I mean, he's still special, but he's not that special, and Ellie is also just a human right now. So that's also minus firepower. This is so not going to be well. So not going to go well. And yet?
私はね、とても危ない女なんだよ。
I guess. Himura dispelled the illusion of the grim smile.
生かしておくとろくなことがない。生かしておいても何の得にもならない。
Okay, that's dark. Don't say it. God damn it.
君なら優しく殺してくれるかもしれないって。
Damn.
そういう期待も
Oh crap.
少しある。
Ooh. Yeah. She still need to get over the phase of I don't want to die in order to steal the commanders, right? For Tripa.
だけど、ダメだよね。
I didn't answer, but she most like he felt the tensing of my muscles.
わかってるよ。藤井くんは意地悪いから、こんなの聞いてくれるわけない。君のそういうところ、可愛いと思うし、男の子がカッコつけようとしてるとき、カッコつけさせてやるのがいい女だって。私もそれは、わかるんだけどさ。
Himura paused, seemingly struggling to force out her next words.
お願いだから、かっこ悪くなってよ。
Wow. Wait, no, you cannot, oh god. You cannot make Area cry, CG. Look at this. Now I'm sad. You can do this. Can you choose to act as the loser, so you will not act tough and just listen to me, huh? Wow. Holy crap, Rhea. A tear. I couldn't see her face, and she didn't give it away in her voice. I most certainly felt a drop of something warm seep into the texture of my jeans. Even a complete idiot like me could comprehend what it was.
逃げてよ。いいじゃない。誰も文句なんか言わないし。言う人頭おかしいんだ。
She just wants him to survive.
罰が悪いのはわかるけど、君らしくないのもわかるけど、引くに引けないとかそんな理由で、こんなバカな話に関わらないで、頑張れば勝てるだなんて。世の中甘くないんだから。
Yeah, I'm on Rea with this one. Don't think that you can win because you will do your best. That's what I said. I don't see him winning in current situation. Like, none of them have power to stop LDO. The only hope is Mari, but we don't love Mari, so she won't cooperate as much and stuff. That's bad.
子供みたいな意地張らないでよ。
I wouldn't answer. I possess no words that could answer her plea.
君に言いたかったのはそれだけ。君に聞いて欲しかったのはそれだけ。これは私の家の問題。藤井君には。
Oh, they're actually on top of the tower. I thought like they're like on some kind of like, you know, bench like near the... Okay, so they're on the top of the tower. Okay. I had a feeling like this whole scene is like somewhere outside of the tower. Like, he went to the tower, been unconscious all this time, and then they went down and they're like on the bench, like on the river side or something, and have the view of the city. That's what went in my mind. I didn't thought they are on the top of the tower. Having left those words, for me to consider, Himura stood up, still carefully not to let her face show. She took a few slow steps forward and pressed her hand against the glass window separating us from the orange glow outside.
ねえ、藤井君。私は嫌な女なんだよ。
And the beautiful one. Wow. This, like, the art style of this game. Damn. I know I said it many times, but this is just gorgeous. This is amazing. Gotta be honest with you, like, on this, like, maybe not exactly, but does she kinda look like Ichijo from Muramasa? Kind of. If you, like, set her in this situation, I mean, look, this is, like, almost in this shading, like the purple, maybe bluish. I know it's more like pink, violet right now, but I can imagine this being the same character. Slightly older, like a different hairstyle, but still. I don't know, you can let me know in the comments if you see this as well. I don't know, I just see this.
みんな死んじゃうって分かってたのに、今まで何もしようとしてない。
Yeah, you couldn't do anything, to be honest. I mean, yeah, okay, I'm not going to dive into
確
this.
証がどうだとか、信憑性がなんだとか、そんなもしかしたら、ひょっとしたら、いつかこういうことが起きるかもしれない。根拠も何も関係なくて、予感がしたの。だからまず、第一に目を閉じよう。
Her voice was faint but clear. She lived her life running from reality, seeing and hearing nothing, acting as if she did not know anything.
耳を塞いで、口をつぐんで、呼吸を止めて微動だにしない。心は石みたいに堅くななまま。
And so, in this way, she maintained that personal paradise of hers.
感じたくないものが多すぎて、気づいちゃいけない事実も多すぎて、閉じた輪の中だけでいい。その外側で回り続けていたものなんて、ほんの少しだって感知しないし、したくそうやってればね、藤井君。
She never glanced back. Her back was still turned to me, like the impregnable shield.
こんな私を知られないまま、みんな一緒に死んじゃうからどうだっていいや。
Wow.
メメントモリ。知ってる？人間、誰だっていつか絶対死ぬんだから、そんなにジタバタ恥さらすなよって、おとなしく死ねっていう意味。私は、そういうやつで。だから。
Wow. Ren, we need to save her. We definitely need to save. But how? I don't know. I couldn't help interrupting Himura's faltering voice.
誰が今の誰の受け売りですか
Himura fell silent. But I didn't need to hear to answer. Need her to answer to understand what was up. The way of thinking was part of the Christian dogma. To not obsess with life and earthly riches because a convenient paradise was waiting for you after death. However, since suicide was forbidden in their faith, they loved war and martyrdom. I might have had a pretty cynical opinion on the matter, but that was without a doubt one of the facades of the Christianity. I didn't actually thought about this. I never, to be honest, like I said, like she could always use this option here, right? I talked about this like many times before, and like maybe she's like afraid, maybe she still have hope, stuff like this, you know. But I actually never connect this to her Christian faith. I never actually connected this way. This just blows my mind right now. I somehow did not thought about this. What the hell? So simple. And I shouldn't have been surprised to see the head of someone who had been born and raised in the church be filled with that stuff. In that case, what was I supposed to do? What could I do? A silly question. There was but one thing she needed. And her spiel just now only helped me steal my resolve. I could finally understand a bit of how she felt. Yeah. And this is the final day. This is our time limit. We're going to save you for your birthday party. I could hear self-scorn in her voice. Okay. Don't ask me to escape. I swear. A somber tone so unlike her. I could tell what she was about to say. And I knew what she was planning to do too. She would flip everything about her life upside down, cut the stagnant ignorance, and begin a full-out struggle. She would stop idly waiting for the inevitable, and instead fight back with everything she had, precisely because she knew the worst that could happen would only mean death in either case. That too was an interpretation of Memento Mori, one that I myself could go behind. But in exchange... Wow. God damn it, Rhea. I hate this. Oh god, my heart. I feel pain. I knew she would say that. Yeah. It seems like she had come to the same conclusion as me. I was planning to evacuate her from this place, to make her flee and never look back. I thought it wisest to lock her in a safe place, while I participated in this nonsense and put an end to it. But now, I knew she wouldn't agree with that proposal. I couldn't make her listen to my plea, right after I so bluntly ignored hers. I mean, you know, like, for her own good sake, you can just knock her out and, like, take her out, right, somewhere. Not to mention, this girl was stubborn as the mule, and I didn't have it in me to get my way by force either. Yeah, that's why I suggested this as a joke.
楽しかった。君がいて、綾瀬さんがいて、ゆうさくんがいて、だから。
She treasured the ordinary days we spent together no less than I did. And so she simply could not choose the convenient way out. And I shared the sentiment, which rendered me unable to stop her. So I had no choice but to silently listen to what she said next.
もう終わりにしよう。出ないと君、死んじゃうよ。
Well, yeah, that's what I would expect as well, because like I said, without Mari, we don't really have a chance.
勝てるわけない。
Yep. How was one supposed to react in a situation like this? What face should I make? What words should I master? Should I put on a tough act, telling her not to worry? Telling her there were things scarier than death? Neither would be appropriate. Himura did not wish for a make-believe answer, and we had no time to play with words. Night would soon fall, threatening to banish the sun. And once the eternal light vacated the world, I did not know whenever I could avoid making her see me shed blood. And so,
わかりました。
that was all I could do. He actually agreed to this? What? I suppressed all of my emotions and answered her in a blunt tone. Seriously. I felt like I've become quite a clever liar over the past few days. Oh, okay, never mind. That makes sense. If you did not wish to see me again, then so be it. However, I was not an idle enough man to let Himura have her way in everything. I had to protect her and save her, and so I would come to terms with our separation if that was what it took to make those goals into reality. After all, the safest option for her might very well have been to stay as far away from me as possible. Sonnenkind was the sacrificial lamb of the obsidian table. As such, they would do everything in their power to keep her alive, up until the 8th swastika was open. Yep. Like, she's not in danger at all. After... Basically, yeah. She have, like, the best plot armor in the whole game, basically. Outside of Kasumi, because Kasumi, basically, plot armor means if someone messes with her, they die. They could not have afford to harm her. In other words, all I had to do was take care of the bastards within the time limit.
さようなら、氷室先輩。
Okay. I wouldn't say anything else. I couldn't reveal to her the silent oath I had just taken inside my heart. Please survive. I will make sure to release you from your shackles. I will kill Valeria Tripa. You cannot destroy Divine Vessel. Yeah, good luck with that, Ren. Good luck.
藤井君。
That was fine. That was how it's supposed to be. Neither of them was a talkative type, so Rhea knew they would separate without being able to convey even a fraction of their feelings. And she did not mind. Rhea wished to save her. Rhea wished for him not to get hurt. Ren wished to save her. I was like confused. Rhea, it's the same. It's literally the same name. Almost. No amount of talking would make them change their minds. They were cursed to forever stand on parallel paths. Therefore, separation was the wisest choice. Both of them knew they lacked in power, and that together they would only hold each other back. In that sense, Maleu's behavior was hardly inexplicable. She likely hoped for the two of us join hands in the endeavor doomed to fail. Sonnenkind's obsidian table treasure and Zarathustra, their promised adversary, the two central pieces of the grand scheme. Matter and antimatter, when combined, they would turn into a devastating bomb that could go off into the slightest bump. I don't think like Ren and Rhea together could do what Mari and Ren can. Like, yeah, sure. Rhea is just normal human. Outside of like having Aknerberg size of the city, but she cannot control it, others control it. This, the separation, was the choice born of calm, well thought out reasoning. Rhea made a sour smile.
半端だね、私たち。
Everything about them was in the end underwhelming. They were smart enough to realize that being together would put them into mortal danger, but at the same time, not strong enough to remain with each other after realizing the fact. Having the courage to throw away everything and run would still have been something. Unfortunately, all those were but futile dreams. Rhea wished for him to at least escape alone, but she knew full well that he was not that kind of man. He was brave, gallant, and wonderful, but also a complete fool.
だからそんな君に
You have to what? She shook her head, cutting her words short. It should have been a bad idea to let anything unnecessary slip right now. What are you talking about? Should I be worried? If only she uttered the rest of that line, she would find herself unable to resist clinging to him. Okay. Still don't know what she could mean? She could not have him suffer for her sake. He did not know how to back down. He responded to the proposition with mock complaints, but Ra knew he never intended to listen and understanding nothing. So this was, in a sense, a contest. Could she end this all before he did something reckless? Or would he save the day before she could find solution? Whatever proved to be faster would end up the victor. Ra made this a resolute vow in her heart. She would not lose no matter what. Okay. They both lied to each other basically to rescue each other, to save each other. One could hardly call their exchange that transpired a love tryst, but it nonetheless filled Ra with happiness. She was glad she could meet him for one last time before the fleeting twilight of their mock response would be consumed by the dark of night. This was most likely her first and final opportunity to act upon her own desires, to be selfish. To embrace that would only result in failure and regrets too great for words. And now we are to the loud Kasumi. What a change of tone for the next episode. Okay, it's been awesome. I love this episode. I wonder like what Ra will try to do. What Ren is just trying to fight, yeah, we know that. But what Ra will try to do from her perspective, what she meant at the end, that's also interesting. And how I have no idea how this road can end. I have no clue. Cannot think of anything, to be honest. After I saw Mari Road and how it should end, I have no idea like what they can do in this situation. Like there's nothing outside of Marik that can stop Edio. Like literally, so I don't know. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you liked the episode, subscribe for more. Check my Discord and also you can become a member if you would like to support me and see the episodes of this era earlier. Thank you once again for all your support, your comments, your likes. And I will see you all in the next one. So far, Pocket Watch is going out.